So a leak source claims that Activision leadership is not scared of the hype that's coming from Battlefield 6 and because they are too big to fail. I gotta say, hey, that's a crazy shot that being taken if that's the case. What's up, you guys? My name is Shay, back with some more quick news. If you want news on gaming, other news and leaks, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, follow me depending on platform y'all watching me on. So you guys, we gotta go ahead and talk about this right here. So InsideGamer.com posted an article and it was talking about how Activision leadership isn't worried about Battlefield 6 because Call of Duty is too big to fail, which I'll be honest, it is kind of too big to fail because remember, Activision was bought out by Microsoft for $70 billion. That's a lot of money, and Call of Duty is always one of the top 10 most bought games every single year. Well, really a top 5 most bought game every single year, even on its bad years. Whenever they drop Call of Duty games, that's not received pretty well. Now, there's been a lot of hype going around Battlefield 6, right along with the leaks about a Battle Royale mode that's taking place in LA. That's one of the maps. I got a link to that video in the description. But in the article that we're talking about from InsideGamer.com, it says this. Inside Gaming has learned that Activision leadership has been taking note of Battlefield's recent hype, but is not worried that the franchise will surpass Call of Duty. Speaking with sources who wish to remain anonymous because they were not authorized to talk about Activision internal conversation, it's been said that although Activision is keeping a close eye on Battlefield, they are not worried about the game outcompeting its flagship franchise. It's said that Activision leadership believes that Call of Duty is too big to fail and will remain a profitable annually released franchise for many years to come. At the time of writing, an annual Call of Duty title is penciled in for the next 4 years at least, and one of those titles being Black Ops 7, which they're gonna have a showcase talking about that August 19th on the opening night live. But anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about this, right? So of course, Call of Duty is too big to fail. We know that. Call of Duty, as a matter of fact, Call of Duty and Battlefield are just very successful franchises that go make a lot of money regardless of when they're releasing, regardless of what games they're competing against. It's kind of like GTA in a way, even though GTA is in a different spectrum on its own. No matter when it drops, people are going to buy it and play it because of brand recognition, and people know what it is and they know what to expect. Like the most common games bought every single year is like your annual sports games, and then you also got Call of Duty. People really buy the system for those things right there. Like Call of Duty alone brings in like at least like 1/3 of the profit for PlayStation. So you got to think about that. They're not really worried about that. But at the same time, why y'all keeping an eye on Battlefield 6? Because y'all see something that they could go ahead and potentially do really, really well, and y'all gonna want to pull some inspiration from it because they getting a lot of hype and they getting a lot of attention. But guess what? Hopefully Call of Duty just focus on what makes the game good, listen to the community, and just fix it. Just that simple. But I do want to get your thoughts on this, what y'all think about this, because like I said, I just think it's very funny that, Activision, they say they're not worried about it, but y'all still thinking about it. They're in the back of your head right now, which is very funny. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe and follow me to the platform you're watching me on if you want news on gaming news, leaks, and other news and all that as well. But thank you guys for watching. My name is Shade, and I am out.